Don't know what you did in those mines, but it put a smile on Cretius's face. I've never seen him so happy.
Welcome back.
My husband Vendel feared visitors would shun Ravenwolf.
Looking for any
I'm glad to
potions?
see he was
Ingredients?
mistaken.
Alchemical supplies? Yes, I'm proud to say that I grow or harvest most of it myself. I only wish I had a better source for netch jelly. Those creatures are difficult to track down since it's so dangerous beyond the bulwark.
I'm sure I had a few of those just now.
That would be splendid. I'd be more than happy to give you something for the effort. Careful with those nets. They may look tame, but seriously.
Moku. Care for anything?
Hey, I like fun.
Stand today. Disgusting. I'd rather eat cheese if it's sitting in the sun. Look, I know what...
Can't they just do that?
I'll get the coin, I promise. If you want that beautiful...
If you're looking for any exotic ingredients, just ask. I might have what you need. Goodness, it must have been quite difficult Here, take these. They should help you during your journeys.
If you intend to wander Soulstone, you do so at your own risk. Headed east. May want to give the Tel Mithrin a wide berth. I don't like the looks of that place one bit.
Welcome to the wretched... Did I know someone by that name? Someone that wanted something. Maybe I'm just confused. I can't be sure.
All of you are fucking confused.
Did I know someone by that name? Someone...
Teldrin
someone that
Serro,
wanted
blade
something.
for hire. If you have the coin, I'm at your service. Then let's be off.
Yeah, I heard you before. I just don't care. You won't kick me out of here.
Solid.
Lead on.
Lead over this. I paid you off. I don't know you a thing.
And
I work for Moko.
Operation
You got a
outside
problem,
in pile
you
of
talk to
ash?
him.
I don't think so. I'm not asking you if I can stay. I'm telling you. Now that's the end of it.
Just remember who's in charge around here.
You got a good thing going here now that you've reopened. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Bring your weapons and armor to me. I'll fix it up right.
What's our next move?
Some things you said.
If it'll help us get moving quicker, sure.
Shut up, some fucking ruin.
Right behind you.
What's up behind?
Anytime you want to head for Skyrim, I'm right with you. I've spent enough time on Soul.
See this guy's up to.
You may have everyone.
Mirag. It sounds very familiar.
Not someone here, but I'm not sure I can recall.
Can't look at the shadows. They're awful. Is he someone you know or not?
I can't be sure. I know I've heard that name, but it doesn't feel real. Does that make any sense?
Tony, you've all been drinking that school.
Non-believers are never welcome here.
Shines.
Are you here to pray? Or perhaps pay your respects at our ancestral tomb? I'm certain it's only stock, Elder. I'll speak to Glover Mallory and see if he can... There where we inter our dead. They are sacred places, meant to honor their passing. Sadly, we've been unable to use the ancestral tomb beneath the temple as of late, and have resorted to other locations to scatter the remains. Those foul vermin, the abominations we call ash spawn, have risen from the ashes of our own ancestors. They're befouling the memories of our forefathers by defiling their remains.
Yeah, that's all confusing.
Thank you, Wanderer. That would be most kind. Here, this key should open the door to the tomb. Be cautious, friend. The ash spawn are soulless beings with no regard for compassion.
The ash spawn, did you see him? Already, man. Come back here.
I'm glad that I'm finally traveling with someone who seems competent. My last patron was killed trying to tackle an entire fort of bandits alone. You may have everyone fooled, but I see what you're doing. The call of gold sends you scurrying like a... You honor the reclamation. Spirits be praised.
Sorted it out.
I'm hoping you didn't suffer much at the hands of those foul beings.
Please, accept this as a token of my thanks.
Destroyed the Dragonbone. And the reclamations, they did nothing? Why did they allow the Dragonbone to gain our people's favor at all? Remember your...
Don't seem to be in quite the same state as the others. Very interesting. May I ask what it is you're doing here?
Fishing.
That we won't remember.
Mirak. It sounds familiar, and yet I can't quite place... Oh, wait, I recall. That makes very little sense. Mirak's been dead for thousands of years. I'm not sure, but it is fascinating, isn't it? Perhaps it has some relation to what's going on here. Quite unexpected. I'm afraid I can't give you any answers, but there are ruins of an ancient temple of Mirax toward the center of the island. If I were you, I'd look there. Building something, clearly. And yet they don't seem to have much to say about it. I'm very interested to find out what happens when they finish.
Once were idle. Now through them does...
Certainly not. Doing so would interfere with whatever is going on. And I would be unable to see how this all turns out.
Sketchy, but this is.
It's the homeland of the Dunmer, the lesser races called us Dark Elves. We built great works there, like Vivek, Aldrin. Many of them are destroyed now, either by Red Mountain or the Argonian invasion. It is the only place where silt striders can be found. Although I managed to transplant a few here when I arrived. There is the big island of Vardenfell and the coastal mainland. House Telvanni has its properties on Vardenfell. I've never been to the mainland myself. Red Mountain dominates the island. Every now and then, ash and debris from an eruption land on our shores.
What by day was stolen?
The ignorant think it is only a place of ash and lava. It has rolling green plains and swamps and verdant hills too. You are too young to remember the Nerevarine. He defeated Dagorthur and saved us all from the Blight.
Never actually finished one.
When the city of Vivec was destroyed, it took decades for us to rebuild. We are still but a shadow of our glorious past, but someday we will rise again. Are we done? I thought so.
Now,
that seems inadvisable. Fascinating. By touching the stone, you appear to have fallen under whatever influence is affecting the others.
Through this, do I speak?
Hope we don't run into too many ash spawn.
I wonder how long this effect will last.
And when
it is with the others.
Remembers.
Here in his shrine.
So you are able to resist the effect by exerting your will. Fascinating. I would not advise touching the stone again. Effects of repeated contact could be... Unless, of course, you'd like to contribute to my investigation, which could be very enlightening to observe you.
Dodge.
That we might remember.
What by day was stolen?
Something got a song meaning.
Far from ourselves.
That's a weird fella.
Your actions here have been a blessing to us all.
What are you gawking at?
Oh, shit it. Really slap you, boy.
You've brought Raven Rock. You look able to venture outside of town. A few months ago, I had sent an important folio to the first edition bookshop in the Imperial City to be rebound. They sent it back to me recently, but it never arrived. Yes, the Strident Squall, or something like that. The damn thing sunk right off the coast of Solstheim. Can you imagine?
No harm will befall you.
One of the sailors survived. Poor thing crawled all the way to Raven Rock on his hands and knees. Before he died, he told the Redoran Guard about the wreck and warned us that it was going to be crawling with reavers. Thank you. You have no idea how much it hurts losing such a precious heirloom. My husband is second counselor, so I certainly have the means to reward.
I can't thank you enough for reopening the ebony mines. You've brought light to the darkness.
Of course. I've spent enough time. Your contributions have earned you citizenship here, friend. I'll always consider you one of us. With the mines up, I've been able to soon, we'll have a steady supply of workers and materials to keep things going for years to come. You've never heard of House Redoran? We're the mightiest of the great houses, and we lead the council. the ruling body of Morrowind. This isn't Skyrim, Outlander. A group of powerful and influential Dunmer families have been ruling Morrowind for millennia. They embody a council made up of 5 great houses: Telvanni, Dres, Endoro, Sadras, and Redoran. Well, of course, with 4 other houses on the council, someone has to keep the rabble organized. Our house leads the council by virtue of our preeminence in battle, wisdom, and ancestral glory. Yes, I imagine it would to someone not of our people. If you're interested in pursuing the subject, help yourself to any of the historical volumes in my library. Solstheim is theoretically under my rule, but without revenue from the mine, I lack the resources to actually govern anything but Raven Rock itself. Not that there's much beyond the confines of our town anyway. Well, there's a small enclave of Nords to the north in Skarl village. They pretty much keep to themselves, and we both like it that way. Then there's Tel Mithrin to the east. The Telvanni live out there. Sort of a strange lot. But since we're both from Morrowind, we get along. Other than that, Solstheim is crawling with bandits and reeklings. But that's to be expected living in a frontier like this. My doors are open if you wish to discuss matters involving Raven Rock.
Fucking house.
Hope we don't run into too many ash spawn out here.
Fuck the ash spawn. Whoa, what's going on over here? There's too many people here. I see no
Thanks. I wasn't sure Get off this farm alive. I wish I could have said the same for my man here.
He's some Scottish, mate. Just leave some note.
Thanks. I wasn't sure I'd make it off this farm alive. Some of the Redoran Guard. Me, I don't care what they're called. All I know is they're a danger to Raven Rock and they need to be stopped. I was going to search for clues that might lead me to wherever they're coming from. I know it isn't the best place to start, but we know they've been coming from this direction.
Yeah, you man.
Good. I can use all the help I can get. Besides, I don't feel comfortable leaving Raven Rock behind. And I'd hate to lose any more Redoran Guard. We were searching the farm when the ash spawn ambushed us. Have a look around and see if you can turn up anything useful.
Discover this note, buddy.
This is strange. The note says it's from General Falks Carius, but that's impossible.
What's that?
Well, Carius was the Imperial garrison commander at Fort Frostmoth, but he died over 200 years ago when the Red Mountain leveled the place. There's no way he could still be alive.
No way. What do you want to do,
If General Carius is still alive, there must be something keeping him that way. I need you to head out to Fort Frostmoth and check it out. I'm going to head back to Raven Rock and prepare the men for further assaults. I might know someone. Or maybe not. I can't remember.
Yeah, you'd be on the scum too as well now.
I can't. I just can't be sure. I think maybe he had something to do with a temple. A temple here on the island. Does that help? Be careful. This General Carius sounds out of his mind.
Anytime you want to head... Skyrim, I'm right with you. I've spent enough time on Soul Style. That's it?
dans Saint-Louis. Thank you. Let's see what's down here.